Well, we're just a few days away now from the second anniversary of the Bastrop wildfires. And despite efforts to rebuild, to move on and rise from the ashes, many people forced out of their homes still have not returned.
As KXAN's Ignacio Garcia found out today, getting over the trauma could be the most difficult fight of them all.
Patty Barentine has been living at the Tahitian village in Bastrop for 14 years. But 2 years after the fire, she says it's time to move on.
I loved living here. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. Well, when the fire came through, if you look out, you see there's nothing left. I look at destruction every day.
She moved here because of the beautiful pine trees and had good friends who lost their homes. Now, both are gone.
I don't think anyone is emotionally where they were that day. I don't think they've recovered. You know, it's people I've talked to aren't coming back.
2 years after the fires, there are too many scenes just like these. Slabs left from the homes being burned to the ground, new homes built next to empty lots left from the fires. But part of the reason some owners aren't rebuilding is purely financial. No money to rebuild.
Some people had insurance. Most people were underinsured, and then there were a few that had no insurance at all. It's really, I think, the people that were underinsured have had the hardest time.
It's been 2 years since this awful fire.
But Mike Fisher says people have to forget the past and push to rebuild as many of the 1,700 homes lost, whatever the cost.
Let's learn some ways to put our community back in a much safer way. If we can do that and we learn from that, I think we can have a lot more positive attitude as we rebuild our community.
A challenge too difficult to take on for many still. In Bastrop, Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
Well, I know you've put, Jim, several fire safety tips on our website right now as we look out there. It's dry.
Yeah, that's a live picture over in Bastrop County. It's really drying out there and across most of our area. We do have, it is part of our severe weather guide, and you will find it on the main weather page at kxan.com. It's called a wildfire action guide, and some really valuable information, especially if you live in one of these wildfire prone areas, and we have a lot of them around here, don't we?